time that you guys need to go to the pantry, just raise your hand. No, I'm kidding. Just go, and we have some food on the left side of the outside there. Actually, I'm supposed to sing today, later, if I can. But let me just share a little bit. Actually, I would say my dad, he's the one that told me to be a nurse. I didn't want to be a nurse, but he pushed it through my mom. And I guess he saw my future, and he saw my potential. I don't know, he believed in me, I guess. And 9 years after I came here in 2003, and if not for that, I wouldn't be here at all. I actually made a paper, but I cannot put things together. Because actually the last few weeks of my dad, I would say, even though we didn't grow up with him, because he's always abroad, these last few weeks, he had been saying words and statements. I told my mom, he'd been like more of a family man. Kind of like he told me, because on his birthday, I said, "Dad, I forgot your gift in the car." And he said, "It doesn't matter as long as you guys are together with me." That's what he said. It kind of touched me because he usually doesn't say anything like that. And we had kind of like time together, just me and my dad. One time my mom and the rest of the family left. He was already sick. He came from Philippines, of course, and I was like, needed to watch him because he was really weak. So we would exchange information, because I said, "How was it, Dad? What were you doing in Saudi Arabia before?" So the whole story. And at the same time, I had like the fun of having my dad with me at that time, which I never had in the past. At the same time, I felt he was more of like, up to that time when he's in pain, he doesn't really want us to see him. He actually doesn't want us to take care of his colostomy. It's only my mom. Although there are times that my mom can't handle it anymore, my brother would get in there to help out. But he never really want us to see him in pain. He never really want us to admit that he is having a hard time. I would ask him that, "How you doing?" He'll always say, "Eto," in Tagalog is like same. Eto, and then he would look at his hands. I would rub his back sometimes, put lotion, I do everything just to give comfort, but there are things we cannot really give anything anymore. When my dad, I know my dad would always look for me, especially when he knows that it's my turn to take him to chemotherapy. That day that he passed, I know that he was with my brother and my mom. He went to have his PET scan that morning. I was working. And I think like 2 hours after, my brother called me again. He said, "Ate, I don't know how you gonna accept this, but Dad didn't make it." And prior to that, actually, our doctor was talking to me, and she was like, "How's your dad?" And I was already crying because I always talk about my dad at work. Because in my heart, I have the fear that we will lose him anytime. But at the same time, I'm confident, keep praying, God, please give us some time for with my dad. And I guess with the year that God gave us, it was a blessing. So somehow, to make myself feel better, I'll tell myself that God really blessed us having my dad around for the last year of his life. And at the same time, the time that he spent with him, I told my mom it was the best and the most quality time we had with him. I wish I could give him everything that he asked for. And he told me, Rose, when I die, I want to die Philippines. That's when I told my mom, but my mom said, no, we cannot let him die there because he will be by himself. And I don't know what to tell my dad at that point. But everything my dad would tell me, I'm so scared of him that I cannot even say no. I cannot even contrast what he says. But what I noticed that everything I do for him, he will let me do it. He will let me clean his ears even though it hurts. He will let me put lotion even though he doesn't want any lotion. Things like that. He will go for his appointments every time there's like a schedule. So I was like looking forward for that chemotherapy day because I know I will see him. That was 2 days prior. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And so I wasn't able to see him before then. But anyway, I was so scared of him that when he told me take nursing and become a nurse, I did, even though I didn't want to. Pastor said maybe because he believed in me and he saw my potential. So that thank you so much for shaping my future and shaping my career. Thank you, Dad, for believing in me. You actually believed in me more than I believe myself. You had been my guide to get me to the right path. And I do believe you'll be one of the angels there to guide us all. So please continue to guide me and continue to be our light. Before he passed, I was able to actually say, I love you, Dad. I'm kind of like proud that I was able to, because we wasn't able to do that. I love you, Daddy, again. Just like what my sister said, we will take care of my mom and the whole family, which we already been doing. And as I said, we're blessed because we have all you guys to support us. And I know you guys love my dad as well. And we love you guys all too. I'm gonna offer my dad a song, if I can. If I mess it up, I'm sorry. And if anybody else wants to speak up, you can just come over here. Okay, the title is Jealous of the Angels. Didn't know today would be our last. And I have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb, I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you'll just walk back through the door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Your love is on the side of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. You always make my troubles feel so small. You were always there to catch me when I fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, you just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for a day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love is on the side of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not like this question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight, singing I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne Now may I call Rowan Raquel? Rowan is my daughter. Actually, she came here when she just turned 3 years old, and she's the very first of the grandchildren that my dad met and saw physically. And actually, my dad was scary, but my dad became like the softest person I've ever known, taking care of my daughter because he just loved all the grandkids. And actually, my mom would say he never cooked in the house, but with my daughter, he would cook, and he would buy whatever Rowan would tell him, even though he's not going to the store. He would brother drive to the store. Do you want to say anything before this one?
I was grateful to have seen him the day before he passed. It's hard to remember someone when most of your memories are from when you were very little. But I do have really good memories of him. He got me a lot of things when I was little, and he looked after my family. So I'm very grateful to keep his memory alive. Thank you for coming.